Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for coming back. And if you're new, darling, please click on the subscribe button. Now let's get right into it. Today would be working on how to draft a bustier, otherwise known as a breast cup. So the measurement I'll be working with is bust 35 with 28, then hip 38, shoulder measurement I'll be working with 15, shoulder to underbust measurement I'll be working with 13 inches, shoulder to nipple I'll be working with 10 inches, and the length of my bustier top is also a tube top is going to be 20. I don't want it too long. Okay, let me use 22 inches. Well, depends on your length. So first I'm going to draw a margin. So I'm going to get I'd also divide my paper into two because I'll be drafting both the front and the back measurements together. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like, and share my videos if you find this helpful. Thank you. Okay, now I'll first of all get the length of my top. I said I'll be working with 22 inches. And I forgot, also our half length is 17. Now I'm going to get my armhole measurements or my chest line. To get your chest line, it is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1 inches. The bust measurement is 35. 35 divided by 6 35 divided by 6 plus 1.5 plus 1. That's 8.3. So I'm going to get my 8.3 measurement. Next, I'm going to get my shoulder to underbust measurement, my shoulder to bust point measurement. I'm going to get my half length measurement. So I'm going to place the same thing on this side, so I'll get a proper straight line. I would draw a straight line all the way. I'm gonna do mistake. Is um 15 inches. My shoulder is divided by 2, and I'm going to get that. That's 7.5 inches. So my shoulder slant for my front is 1.5 inches. I'm going to slant, and my neck is 3 by 3. That's your standard neck measurement. You can also do um your bust measurement divided by 12 for you to also get your neck. So standardly it is 3 by 3. So I'll go up here by 2.5 inches, and I'll come in by 0.75 inches. Draw, connect. My bust measurement, like I said initially, is 35. So that's 30. Your bust is divided by 4, waist divided by 4, hip divided by 4. So your bust 35, that's going to give you 8.75 inches. So I'm going to add that. My waist measurement, remember this is my waistline, this is my chest line, this is my bust point, this is my under bust, this is my waistline, and this is my full length measurement. So my waistline is 28 inches. There's a 1 inch for that allowance. Then on my hip here, which is length of my blouse, my length of my blouse is 22. I'm going to measure around where 22 stopped at. So that's 37, because I don't want it to be too tight. So I'll go ahead and connect my line. So I'll get my darts. My darts is my bust span, nipple to nipple. My nipple to nipple is 7.5. I'm going to be using 3.75 inches. Remember, we left 1 inches for our darts. So you're going to divide it 0.5 from both sides. So this is that. So next, we want to alter this pattern to a bustier measurement, otherwise known as breast cup or a tube measurement. So from here, shoulder measurement, you divide your shoulder measurement into 2 equal parts. So you get what you have here. I have 5 inches. I'm going to divide into 2. That's going to give me 2.5 inches. I'll draw a straight line to connect here to this place. Alright. So now for my shoulder to under bust measurement, there are 2 ways you can do your under bust contouring. You can you can measure your underbust measurements. If I measure my underbust measurements, I'm going to have my underbust measurement is 32. So if I measure my underbust measurement, that's 32. This is 32 inches. Whatever you have here, you're going to share it. But what I have here is actually small. So what I usually do is I can use 0.5 inches on both sides, or I can use 0.75 inches and 0.25 inches here. That is one the bigger side, the bigger you share your I'm sharing 1 inches into two. That's 0.5 on both sides, or 0.75 here and 0.5 here. Whichever way you decide to do that, your bust contouring is actually correct, right? So now I'm using 0.5 inches. You could see me in another video where I'm using 0.75 and 0.25. I work with any one of that and it works for me perfectly. So I'll connect my lines here. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from my shoulder measurements to where I want my tube to start from. Yours could be 7, yours could be 6, yours could be 5. If you don't want to show too much cleavage, you can use 5, but 6 inches is a good measurement to use. I'm going to use 6 inches and I'll draw a straight line to connect it together. Now what I'm going to do here for my overbust, now what we did here is our underbust contouring. For my overbust contouring, I'm going to use 0.75 inches on both sides. And then I connect with a straight line. Alright. So now I want to get my sweetheart neckline, which from my neck point, this is here 3. I'm going to measure 6 inches or 5 inches depending on how wide you want it to be. So you have to measure from the nape of your neck measurements. And this is I'm going to be using 5.5 because I don't want it too deep. Next I'm going to do is this, connect here like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is here I'll raise up by 1 inches, because for those of us that are busty, if you don't want your side boobs to show, you just come up here by 1 inches or half inches depending. For me, I can go up by half. I can also decide to go in like this because well, I'm not busty. So I'll come up by half inches. Then I would connect this. Tell you where I placed my curve, right? I'm connecting this like this. So this is it. And don't forget, we're also going to add our bust dart, and our bust dart is 2 inches measurement. And I will connect this. So this is what we have. Now for the hem of our blouse, I don't want it to have a straight finish. I'm going to go up by 1 inches and slightly curve it so that it will lay in well. This is what we have, right? So now we'll go to our back measurement and we're going to get the back. So for our back, I'm also going to draw my margin line. So we already got our chest measurements, which we know how we got that. So, and one important thing for you to know is that your back cannot be the same thing as your fronts. I already explained this when I taught how to draft the basic bodies, but I'm still going to explain again because your fronts have boobs and your back don't have boobs. And also you also have to do a back contouring because your back is not straight, right? So see here that we did -2 inches. So whatever measurements we are going to have at the back is going to be -2 inches. If your front length is 22, your back length is going to be 20. That's 22 minus these 2 inches. Wait is to get your back length, right? So now my back length is 20 inches. My waist is 17 inches for the front. My back is going to be 15. That is -2 inches. This would eliminate all forms of zip bulge at the back and whatnot. So now I'm going to go in and get my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15 inches. Here is 15. Get a straight line. For my back neckline, it's going to be 3 by 1. And then you connect. For my shoulder slope at the back is going to be 1 inch. Remember, my shoulder slope in front or slant is 1.5. One for the back is going to be 1 inch. And I'm going to get that. To get your back off from here to here, measure and divide into 2. We have 7.25. And when you fold your tape rule this way, you're going to get the midpoint, which is this. And you go in by 0.5 inches. While here we said we're going to go in by 0.75. For the back, it's going to be 0.5 inches. Connect. Now here, this is my chest line, this is my waistline, and this is my full length measurement. On your waistline, remember I said you're going to contour your back because your back is not straight. We can't leave our back like this. Our back comes in as a curve. So I'm going to go in by 1 inch here. This place, this line that we had a break, we'll trace it out on that point. So from here, we'll get this and then connect this. So now this is out. Right, so this is our new back. So from here we are going to get our measurements. Measurement is 35 for the front, that's 8.75. For the back, your waist measurement is 28 plus 1 inch for your that allowance. Now for the hip here, our measurement is 37, 99.25. So I would connect all of this together. So I'm going to get my dart. My dart, I use 3.75. So your dart is going to start from here, not here, from here. So that's 3.75 inches. Remember your dart, we left 1 inches. That's half on both sides, right? So that is 0.5 here and 0.5 here. So I'll go ahead and roll a straight line all the way and connect it. Hmm? So from here, I'm also going to get my curve, my armhole curve properly. And don't forget, our sides have to align. So we went up by 1 inches, then we are supposed to go up by 1 inches here. 1 inches and curve. Yeah, curve. Okay, and that's all. No, that's not all. So now I think we are going to be rolling a tube top, right? So here, remember we went up by half inches. I'm going to go up by half inches here, and then I'll draw a straight line for my back. So this is it. So that our sides would align. We need to do a back contouring here. Extend my dot line here and use 0.25 on both sides. Hmm? So that's that. You need to measure out what you have here. If you want it to have a you want it to have strap or hand, you measure out what you have. That means whatever you have here from here, you have 7.25, and here we have 5.5. So you're going to add 5.5 and 7.25 to get a strap and fix it in. But I'm only going to make this a tube, a bustier, and that's all. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this so you see how I'm cutting it. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this pattern. Guys, while you're cutting, please be careful and cut on the lines that you have drawn. See the way I'm cutting it step by step. Please follow this video, and once you follow this video, you'll be able to get the step-by-step process of how you're going to cut this, right? So you see the bust that I'm going to close it up so that the sides would align, the sides of the front would align with the sides of the back. Remember we minus 2 inches from the measurement. So I've closed the bust that. Now I'm going to redraw my line properly so it will match up. Then I go ahead and cut. So I cut my front, cut out the that area so I can have my side front. I've already cut out my center front already. So this is my center front and my side front together. So I'll go ahead and also cut the back measurement. Remember that we're drafting a tube, a bustier, otherwise known as a breast cup. If you've come so far to this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, share my videos to people, tell people about my videos. Thank you very much. I'm going to be posting a part 2 of this tutorial where I made the dresses. I where I joined the pieces together on a fabric. So please, if you stay to the end of this video, stay tuned for part 2. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Don't forget to also label your pattern like I'm labeling my center front, my side front, my center back, and my side back. So thank you. See you guys. Bye.